Indicators, Fibonacci's, MACDs, RSI, all of it. What does all of that mean? What does all of it do? Sometimes you can have a little bit too much on your screen and get confused. Simplicity is the key, gang, and simplicity breeds successful consistency. On tonight's Aftermarket. See you soon.
Welcome to the Aftermarket dream. Welcome to the Aftermarket dream. Welcome to the Aftermarket party where we hang free.
Welcome, gang. It's Friday. Welcome to Friday, right? It's been a pretty eventful week. We've had different things going on with the market, but most of it's to the downside. Well, I'll tell you what. One of the things that we talk about in our group, which is none other than American Dream Trading, is the fact that we focus on process over profits. But to get consistently profitable, sometimes you need to scale back a little bit. So tonight we're going to go over simplicity leading to more consistency, right? But before we get into that, let me have you guys smash that like button. Like I put in the chat, smash the like button, share the content out, and subscribe. We have finally hit the 17K. Yeah, 70K, baby. We've hit the 17K. We're now at 17,144 subscribers. Only 28.56 to go to hit the big 2-0, and then we can move onward and upward from there. If you'd like to join American Dream Trading, simply go to americandreamtrading.com. That link is pinned to the top of the live chat right here. And it is also located in the description of this video if you are watching us on the replay game. Right now, if you want to join, we've got a couple of options for you. You've got the premium plan, which is the stocks and options side that trains you on everything that is stocks and options with a live open mic Zoom call directly with Coach. There's no other guru or stock trainer out there doing that but our coach, Chad Christian. He's a 33-year stock market vet, and he has literally traded in every market condition imaginable, and he trains us to do the same thing, right? Do it successfully. We make money when the market goes up. We make it when it goes down. And we do that by focusing on risk management, right? I mean, if you're not preserving your capital, you can't trade. And also focusing on the process, the strategy that he teaches us. Either you're going to be a scalper or a 2-minute EWO, depending on what type of trader you are. So either way, we have the best training over here, and we have tons of it. So with the premium membership, you get all of that. Plus, you get hot stock picks, pre-market setup, which helps you get ready for the bell with some nice levels to be aware of. And also videos on demand. We've got a plethora, my favorite word, of videos for you to watch, as well as our free Discord. You can go join our free Discord and talk to all the other traders that some of them are in the group, some of them aren't. To get inside the paid areas, though, you got to be a paid member. So you can have a 7-day free trial on that premium membership. And after that, it renews at a regular rate of $125 a month. That's it. But it's worth the price of tea in China. Trust and believe that. If you want to learn crypto, we do that as well. Crypto, only $50 a month renewal with a 7-day free trial. Every Wednesday, they have an amazing crypto Zoom that you can get in and get some good learning from Chris and Bucko over there. And then last but not least, our futures membership, led none other by the amazing Mark McSee, and he goes live every day from 2 to 4, just so you can get a taste of what you will get in that room with him at the wheel, right? He's got him, Doug over there, Ralph, all of those guys over there are leading the way in futures. They're killing it over there. And that renews at a rate of $249 a month. And that's because that includes our trading view indicator. So it's a little bit more expensive than the other two. But either way, It's amazing, and that's also available on a 7-day free trial. If you want all of those, get our diamond membership. Only $5,000 for all of that. Now, if you heard the monthly on the premium, right? $125 a month, right? Exactly. That's like $1,500 a year by itself, or $2,500 a year for our VIP membership. And right now, the VIP membership is coming with the VIP Gold upgrade, which is an additional $2,500 a year. But that gives you extra training. On the weekdays, we do extra breakout rooms on the Zoom call for those members, as well as weekend training with our training moderator, David, who runs the Apple chat. Yes, we have an Apple chat. What is that? Well, Apple stock. It's a group of traders within our group that trade nothing but Apple stock, and they're led by one of the gentlemen who is about ready to step into millionaire status with us. And Coach, by the way, has created over 14 millionaires. Most of them had no prior day trading experience. So once again, yeah, because I know you're feeling me now, right? AmericanDreamTrading.com. Go ahead and get in there, get signed up. Let me go ahead and put the link down into the live chat so that we can have my co-pilot James come on up here, and anybody who wants to join us on the panel is welcome. Let's see here. Let's do that, and let's copy the link, shall we? Link copied. Let's paste it. And let's go ahead and put it down there. All right. Cool beans. So hopefully everybody had a green day today. I did. I paper traded today. I've traded M2K on paper, and I'm up 20% on that account. I had to remember where it got to. So that was a good day. That was a good day. Let me go ahead and let James in here. There he is. Hello,
Miss Dawn.
Mr. James. How art thou?
I'm doing good. Missed what I was eyeballing, dang it.
Ready to wrap this week up? What you trading? You trading?
I'm keeping it simple. An AMM.
AMM. Okay, there you go. There you go. That's actually what we're talking about tonight. See, he's with me. He is with me on that. Keeping it simple is where it's at. Am I not right, James?
Yes, ma'am. Get in, get green, get out.
That's it. That's the whole premise. We got to get our profits. All right. So simplicity breeds consistency. The secret of profitable traders. Okay. A lot of traders get confused and thinking that there's a whole bunch of stuff that you got to put on your chart, a whole bunch of indicators, a whole bunch of Fibonacci this and MACD that, and it's just it ends up giving you analysis paralysis is what it does. That's what I think, right? So
easily.
So the better off, the more simple you keep it, the better off you are. Less to focus on, right? So let's get into it. Let's see here. All right, the core principle of it is simplicity breeds consistency. Complexity breeds confusion. If you're focused on what an indicator is doing more so than what the actual candles are telling you in the trade, that's not helping you any, right?
Right. The problem, traders think more indicators, more strategies, more analysis equal more profit. Wrong.
Wrong answer. Okay. You need to learn the basics of reading the stock chart, and you need to put your own levels on there. Learn, what is the book? Do not trade without learning these 14 candlestick patterns, right? Isn't that the name of it, James?
Yes, ma'am.
Do yourself a favor. get your head in that book and learn your candlestick patterns, and then start learning how to chart. And the best way to do that is to join American Dream Trading, because you get taught all of that over here, right? So like I said, you get taught the right way.
And then some.
Yep, the truth. The best traders use simple methods repeated consistently. One of the most successful traders in our group just uses the break and hold of the 9 EMA strategy. That's all he uses, right? Another of the traders that I mentioned earlier, right? Leader of the Apple Chat, David. All he trades is Apple. He doesn't jump around to Tesla and SPY and Netflix. Apple. That's it. And he just uses the 2-minute EWO strategy mixed with the advanced scalping that he has incorporated in there. But the bottom line is he's using a 2-minute EWO strategy with Apple, keeping it simple, right? So there you have that.
Why simplicity works. Easy to execute under pressure, easy to repeat daily, easy to master, easy to stay disciplined.
That's it. It's not rocket science. You know, it's absolutely not rocket science. Entry, easy to execute. If you're just focused on the break and hold, let's just say you're doing a break and hold on a 9 strategy. If you're just focused on that, well, and here's the thing. Don't do a strategy and then you do well with it a couple of days and then it doesn't work one day, or you end up in a losing trade, so you think that strategy didn't work. No, don't switch your whole game up, right? I look at the 9 and the 21. I added the 9 back in because the 9 shows strength to one way or the other, which direction. But the 21 is the backbone of the trade, gang. 21 is the backbone, and obviously VWAP, right? So those things alone is all you need. Other than that, you're just looking at market structure. You're putting your lines where this thing is coming down from the ceiling, from resistance, and putting your lines on support. That's it. You know, so keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Why complexity fails? Too many decisions. It leads to analysis paralysis, what we just said. Too many rules. You're going to end up breaking them if you've got way too many rules and too much pressure. Coaches got like 6 main rules. That's it. Too much analysis, right? And you end up missing trades because you're over analyzing. We had a member down here who's in our chat almost every night. He knows who I'm talking to. That too much analysis was his thing. Can't repeat what you can't what does that say? What you can't remember. If you got all this crap going on in your head, and I think we got somebody trying to come in with us. If you got too much crap piled on your charts, too many different strategies, 10 different tickers that you're chasing, how are you going to remember what works? Right?
Right.
Hey. F2, what's up,
F2.
brother?
What's up, brother?
What up, man?
What's up? How are y'all doing?
We're doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing
Birthday
pretty good.
boy. How was your birthday?
It was pretty good. We went and got rich people coffee. That's what we call Dunkin' and Starbucks. So when she was little, she's always called it rich people coffee. So she bought me a rich people coffee for my birthday, and she made me some bracelets and things. So really
Aw,
heartfelt. So, and then got
That's
a lot
awesome.
of birthday cards and stuff. So, and then it was a pretty good birthday.
that's pretty good. Got a nice day with the baby.
Yeah,
and got to spend some time. I know you had to love that. And then on top of that, you had a pretty damn good day in the market too, didn't you?
I did. I was very fortunate and uh, made a little bit, and got to pay them taxes. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can't get away with that. But I tell you what, I'd rather pay taxes on the kind of money that you're making than anything. You know what I mean? Because that means I'm doing good.
Yeah, it's
Some people could live on what you're paying.
yeah, I just think it's, when people do very well and they say, well, you got to pay taxes on it. Well, you're still done good,
You
and
got to pay it anyway,
I, I
right?
think, I think that is the funniest thing. So I just say that to get a laugh, but like, I got to pay them taxes.
Right? Oh man. Well, always glad to have you on the show. We are just going through simplicity equals consistency. Simplicity breeds consistency. You want to speak to that a little bit? What do you think about that?
Keep it simple, slow down, and the simpler it is, the less mistakes you're going to make,
That's
and
it.
the less steps you got to take to move forward. So,
Absolutely. That's the whole point of it, right? Uh Livermore's approach, who is Jesse Livermore, who is somebody that I've been watching his videos. He didn't need 50 indicators. He watched price and volume. That's it. And the funny thing is, our coach, Chad Christian, says the same thing. He said, what did he say, James? You always like to quote it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was in a trade.
James, you're supposed to be here on the aftermarket
Yes,
helping
ma'am.
out.
But it, it's it's right there.
Uh, James,
It's right there.
you could have just stayed off camera and traded.
But it's right
Damn.
there.
What?
But it's right
Did
there.
you make money? At least if you made money.
DFLI.
Oh, but yeah, coach's approach is if he could take all his indicators off and just have VWAP, he would be fine with that.
Yeah.
And
V,
that's what he.
v, VWAP and maybe the 200.
Yep. So, oh, now you want to talk. So yeah, you know what I mean? You don't need a bunch of indicators. Now we do use the 9, the 21, and the 55, right? And the 200 in addition to VWAP, right? That is not, we don't use Fibonacci, we don't use MACD, we don't use RSI, we don't use a whole lot of stuff. Some people put ATR on, but less is more, gang. Less is more, right?
The power of one. One strategy you master, one time frame you focus on, one or two setups you wait for. That's all you need.
That is it. Now, how are you trading, James? What's your strategy?
Scalping volume L2.
Okay, so he uses the L2, right? And
And the regression channel. A lot of the regression channel.
okay, so how does that help you?
Uh, it just gives me an idea of the trend, the overall trend, and
Support and resistance, right?
support and resistance.
Very strong support and resistance on our trading view indicators. The regression channel we use it's really a cheat code, really. As long as the stock stays within that channel, you can be pretty reasonably sure where it's going to top out at and where it's going to bottom out at. And if you know the ceilings, you know it's time to go short. If you know the floor, you know it's time to go long. That's as simple as it gets. Now, there's no guarantees in trading, and there's no indicator that's going to give you the exact level. And, don't get me wrong, you've got to do your homework on that stock. You got to chart it out. But, and then again, if news happens, that trumps all technicals, right? But keep it simple. Couple of little things, and you're good to go.
Well,
F, would you agree with that?
of course, you do your charting, like you said, your horizontal lines.
Yep.
But then when you lay those horizontal lines over the regression channel,
Mm-hmm.
and those points of contact intersect, it's just another, like David said, another confluence that gives you confidence in whether to enter the trade or not,
Mm-hmm.
whether to wait.
A lot of times I notice that if I put a resistance line in, it'll intersect the top of the regression channel at certain points. So you know for sure there you are. You have gotten double, triple confirmation that this is the area where you're going to have an issue.
Right.
So you might not want to be in the trade. Get your green, right? Or shed.
There you go.
If you want to join in on the reading,
Sure.
okay,
Do I need to
cool.
read this one on the page here?
This
All
would
right.
work. That would work.
All right. Consistency over complexity. Doing the same simple thing every day beats doing complicated things randomly. That is so true.
It really is, right?
Make it where you make it muscle memory, and always keep a checklist or something, that way you don't be like, oh, I know what I'm doing, but always have some kind of checklist where you can double check yourself, even if it is simple. So
I'm so glad you said that because we went over checklists on here before. That's a good way to stay consistent. Have a simple checklist of 4 or 5 things that you do before you get in a trade. Once you're in the trade, you know what I mean? 4 or 5 things. Within that, you've got an entry point, you've got your strategy that's within there, and you've got an exit point, and you got your risk management. Just a couple things on the checklist.
Well, and not to be real technical about it, of course you need your own trading plan,
Yep.
obviously, but as far as checklist goes, we kind of already have one.
Coach's rules.
Yeah.
You know, Coach's rules is our checklist.
Along with everything that goes into a 6-star trade.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, again, compounding. You put those two things with your plan,
And
keep
you're
it
golden.
simple.
You're golden. Your simple system. What is your setup? What's your entry rules? What's your exit rules? Can you explain it in 30 seconds? And I guess they're saying that to say if you can't, then it's probably too complex.
See, I look here and I do the things and I get the stuffs and
Right? I mean, it can get convoluted real easy. So keep it simple, gang.
well, and as you could see earlier, one of the worst things you could do is being distracted. So, yeah, I turned it off.
Thank you.
I've got profit. I've got my green day. I've had a green week. I'm
Good for
not going to
you.
make any life changing funds in the next couple of minutes. So why risk losing my green day?
That's see, look, over trading is a thing, gang. And I get it. You know what I mean? I would love to be trading right now in the aftermarket too, or go paper trade or whatever. But at the end of the day, you got to step away. You got a green day. Everything's all good, and go into next week green, knowing that you did what you needed to do this week. You took control,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Way to go. See, look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Your turn.
You got to go to the next one.
I
You
just
said
did.
this one.
Huh?
then we
Oh,
need to
damn. I did this one. Yeah.
whose
Man.
turn
Nick,
is it?
see, talk about being distracted.
I know, right? I was distracted by the fact that you had such a great week, James.
Thank you, thank you. The test. If your trading system is too complicated to explain simply, it's too complicated to trade.
Oh, that's a pretty decent statement there. If you can't explain it, how the hell are you trading it?
Well, you know what that makes me think of is I remember Coach saying, learn it to the point that if you can explain it to a fourth grader
Yeah,
and they understand it, then you're ready.
absolutely. Okay, question. I was going to ask you, F, have you tried to explain any of this to your kids yet?
I have. My daughter's the only one remotely interested.
Okay.
Uh, Brandon, of course, Brandon. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
That's
Colin
tough to
ain't trying
say
to do it.
because I just knowing Brandon and the things I've seen him do with electronics. If I could get him to sit still long enough to get a grasp of the concept, buy low, sell high,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he, he'd be killing it in everybody's P&L in this market.
Wow.
But I mean, that's just a personal opinion. Maybe I have a bias.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, you know him better than we do. So
but
if
Colin, he's a grown man at this point. He's doing his thing. I've tried, and I've tried with his friends, and they're more interested in VR arcades and whatever they do. Yeah, okay.
um,
So
wow, I get it. I get it.
it's that typical. You can lead a horse to water, but you can only drown him once.
Shove the water down their throats. Oh, you don't have to drink it. I'm gonna make you drink it. Oh man. So and F, your daughter is a little bit too young for it, right? Or no?
Yeah, she's still, she don't know the extreme. Only thing she hears is like sometimes I'll be playing this, like when I'm picking her up from school, I'll be playing the Zoom and everything. And she just thinks it's funny some of the what people say to each other, and she knows I'm F2 uh, on it. She knows my little logo, and she she doesn't know the full extent of success that's happened, and she don't need to know this.
That's right. Yeah.
But she gets a kick out of like when Richard talks about Taco Bell and uh,
She hears on how old is she? Because you were muffled.
12. She's 12.
12? Oh,
Yeah.
she's up there. Okay.
She gets a kick out of that. She likes. She said James is country like we are. Uh, she she just gets a kick out every time she hears somebody saying F2, and she's like, "That's you, Dad. That's you." So
That's awesome.
she knows that this is like my hobby, my relaxing stuff, and you know, in the afternoon when we're together and stuff, she goes and does her little thing, and she goes, "Go get with your friends on the TV and
Right.
stuff." So,
That's awesome.
and
Well, and, you never really know how much she's actually absorbing, even when you think she's not paying attention or doesn't really
Oh, you
understand.
know kids, they are always observant. Pebbles, they are always picking up stuff. I agree.
now my boy, he's what, I think 27. Yeah, he's 27. He trades, but he has a full-time corporate job that he travels all over the United States and stuff. And, he does trade a little bit. He's traded before I got into it, and he's had some great success and stuff. But as far as I know, he's not part of any community or anything. His is totally, self-taught and
Oh
things.
my God. Does he know?
He knows I'm part of American Dream Trading.
Wow.
Not too. I'm gonna be honest. Nobody outside of ADT knows.
Okay. I
And
got
I
you.
keep it that way so I can stay simple.
Yeah, I
And
got you. That's how you got to carry it, man. I love it. I applaud you for that.
like,
Yeah, that's awesome.
if
Um,
if I was to all of a sudden quit or change my habits, my friends aren't dumbasses. They're pretty intelligent people. They would realize something's up because if I
yeah,
go from working like I do to not working, they're pretty smart. So they'll be like, "What's he done?"
yeah. That may be a way to get them in.
Yeah.
I'm just
You know,
saying.
I've seen those on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, I won't tell anybody when I win the lottery, but there will be signs as you pulling up in your new Lamborghini to your trailer.
But
Got
you know,
new curtains,
how you
new
gonna play
curtains
that
for the
out?
double wide.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But how you gonna play that off the you know what? You know what? I got you as the type of guy that would, even once you hit that milestone, if you haven't already, would
You never know.
continue to work. Come on. We're gonna leave it at that. But I got you still working. I mean, even a couple of years in, once you've even hit it, because why change anything? It's there. You know you can leave anytime you want. I got you as the type of guy to keep on going because you enjoy it.
That one, to be honest, that has been a huge struggle. Like I've been thinking about it because like I can make it work now.
Yeah,
I would have to really concentrate on my trades and everything. I can make it work. You know, it's not part of my plan, but I've been really struggling with that. I've done this for, you know, my whole life, and
yeah.
you know, I don't have too many more years till I get some, you know, already built in benefits and stuff, you know. So
Right. Right. Why throw all that away? The cool thing is now you can do it and you don't have to be there if you don't want to.
and
No?
like I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't take anybody's mouth here lately. Like I can't explain it. I'll be like, and yes before it's like yes sir, and now it's like no, I don't think so. No, we're going to do it this way, and
Yeah.
and like it's the confidence level I guess is there. They're like, oh okay,
Right.
and they leave me the heck alone. So
Well, that is awesome. That just provides that underlying quiet confidence that you have, you know? And the cool thing is you're not braggadocious. You don't have the need to boast about it and throw it all over the place. You just know what you're capable of and what you have, and you're chill with it. That's the best way to be, dude. I admire that. I really
thank you.
admire that. Don't you admire
Thank,
that, Pebbles?
Absolutely.
F2 is good people, man. I'm telling you. And so are you. How you doing?
Well, I only traded 3 days. I had two greens and one red, but um, I've been so busy with other things that I haven't been able to trade anything. The doctor's
Oh, okay.
appointments and all sorts of things.
Well,
But
you got to take care of your
healthy
health.
wise, I'm healthy.
Well, that's good.
So
That's good. Because if you're not healthy, you're not going to be able to trade, right? So, got to take
right,
care of that.
and I'm
Well, it's good
bringing
to
a
see
new
you.
guy in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the problem is
Okay.
he's got a Robinhood account, and
Okay.
I don't have a Robinhood account.
That's not a
Uh,
problem.
Yeah, plenty of us do.
There,
So, if
there,
he
there,
needs,
there are no problems. There are solutions.
yeah, yeah.
there you go.
And but he's been over here, and I've showed him some things here, and he's really interested. He's never traded stocks before. He did get a Robinhood account because he wanted to do crypto,
Mm.
and I guess he bought a crypto of something. I don't know. I don't know anything about crypto myself. Uh, but yeah,
What's the new crypto?
met him last fall. He just built a house down the street, and I saw him in his yard, and I pulled in and said, "Hi, my name is so and so, and I lived one block down." And there's and between my house and his house are about 15 houses. And welcome to the neighborhood.
Nice. Look
And
at you, welcoming committee.
Well,
yeah,
kudos to you. And
Yeah.
don't
uh,
don't we have a couple of guys that are pretty sharp on that crypto stuff?
I think we do.
And pretty sure there's a 7-day free trial for crypto that renews at $50 a month.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
he's starting now. He's going next week. I think he's coming on board the free 7-day thing on americasdreamtrading.com. It's the first part there. I told him he really needs to get Diamond if he's, really um,
That
wants
would be,
to
yeah, that
get.
would be the most intelligent thing. But
But oh no, he's
Have him start on Wednesday when the crypto class is going on. That way
Yeah.
he can sit in on that.
The funny thing is that um, I'm having trouble with a window that's falling out. He's in the window business, so I called him up to see if he could help me with the window. And he pulls in the driveway, and I said, "What kind of car is that?" Because I don't know cars one from the other. I know what a Tesla truck looks like. I just didn't know what a Tesla car looked like.
Mm.
And there was a Tesla car sitting in my driveway.
You remember what kind he told you it was?
No, just as it was new.
Nice.
Yeah,
Did he let you ride in it?
not yet. You know, I'm sure I will get a ride in it one of these days.
Have you ever been in a self-driving car, Pebbles?
Only when I took my hands off the wheel.
Oh man, well I haven't been in one either, but you'll probably have a ball in that.
But I did have the first electric vehicle in my town.
Really?
I had to go to the I had to get the street ordinance changed in my town and the city next door so I could drive my car.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was basically a golf cart with seat belts and stuff. But it was the first one, and now since I changed the ordinance, they're all over the place.
Oh, see, you started the ball rolling, man.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad, and I'm glad your health's doing better. And we look forward to meeting your friend.
Yeah, I'll tell him he's got to get himself a good handle.
Yep.
So.
Like Sour. Remember Sour?
Yeah. Sour's still around, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I tell you, it was very nice to hear Angie's voice the other day.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I haven't heard her in a long time.
She pops in every now and then.
Well, they can't take James L because that's taken.
There's only one James L. Ain't nobody taking that. There's only one James L.
That's true.
Although,
all right. What? More than one James L?
I've heard I've got a doppelganger. I don't know.
Really? In the group?
No, not in the group.
Oh, okay.
Like in real life, but my
There's two of you?
my biological he got around, so it's extremely possible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they named a golf course after me. Pebbles Beach. I've got a Pebbles Beach down below me here too. So.
Wow. That's pretty cool. But wait a minute, hold up. Let me turn the tables back a few seconds. Really? So you heard that he had another one of you too, huh?
Huh?
Yeah, no, I've met him actually.
Oh, really?
I was being a little sarcastic, but yeah.
And he looks a lot like you?
Yeah.
Wow. To say the least, right? Like a lot, like you look like twins.
Yeah, like mirror.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be wild.
Yeah, and the birthdays are like I think 3 or 4 months apart, something like that.
Are you sure you're not twins?
I mean, not
Is he as old as you?
yeah, 3 or 4 months apart.
Wow.
Wow, look at that. That's pretty wild. When did you meet him?
Look at that man.
Oh wait, I mean, where I grew up in this town, he grew up
Yeah.
in this town,
Okay.
so it was kind of
That's interesting. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
F, you are crazy, man. Oh man. Okay, so back to the doppelganger at hand. The test. What is the test? If your trading system is complicated, didn't we just read this?
Yeah, we just read it.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
read that.
James did.
Yeah. Next.
Strip it down. Remove unnecessary indicators. Focus on price action. Keep your rules simple and make it repeatable.
He said Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Christina said, "Hey girl, hey."
Hey, girl, hey, what's happening? She sent me the funniest video on TikTok. This cat literally has this dog cornered. Like the dog, okay, so there's a counter, right? The cat has his arms. All you see is the one arm. And the dog is like, and the cat's face is like this close to the dog, and the dog's leaning up against and the cat's arm is here. So you know the other arm's behind the dog. Like he's got him pinned against the cat, and the dog's like, and it looks like one of those like almost like a golden, like a lab, you know? So it's a pretty big dog. It's not like this little dog. And yeah, it's just real funny. But anywho. Remove the unnecessary indicators. I totally agree with that. Ever since Palm said, focus on the 21 as the backbone of the trade, don't remove the other indicators, I started focusing on the 21. I mean, you can look at it without removing the other indicators, but I tried taking them off. And I'm going to tell you, less noise is much better. And I put the 9 back on there because it shows the first indication of a directional change. So I want to get clued in on that as soon as possible. I don't want to wait till it's already at the 21. That's the only thing I changed, Jane. But I'm still using the 21 trade. I like that.
Yeah, you stuck on that pretty good.
I like that. That's a good trade. So I did add the 9 back in there so I can get a clue of when it's coming my way. But other than that, that and VWAP, the 9 and the 21, that's my thing. And if it breaks and holds beyond the 21 up or down, I'm out. Period. It's that simple. So when it breaks and holds the 9, I'm in it. And as long as it's nowhere near the 21, I'm staying in it. So it's a simple strategy. It works. I've been looking at a lot of these videos, and I'm telling you, I watched one today that basically talked about spotting breakouts, right? And instead of putting a whole lot of lines on the chart, which can get really confusing, I just started studying the market structure like Doug does.
Yep. That's what I was going to say. They simplify things a lot like Doug does.
Yep. When he was talking about it the other morning, I took it to heart, and I'm like, okay, let me start looking at it that way. And I've heard him explain it a few times. I've watched some of Palm's videos where he talks about the candles, the bullish breakouts when a candle is coming and it sits on top of the previous level. Like this afternoon, I was listening to it, and it said, okay, one of the things that happens when institutions get in there, right, is you'll notice that it'll consolidate for a little bit. Well, if it's, say it's going to the upside, like M2K did, it broke out and then it formed a shelf. And I've heard Palm use this term. But then it broke out again and it formed another shelf of consolidation, but it kept forming higher shelves. That lets you know that institutions are at play. So I wasn't afraid of the consolidation this time, like I normally am, like, oh my God, it's consolidating, it's going to go to the downside. No, that's them regrouping. And if it ends up going to the upside, that's letting you know they're just slowly building it up. And then you're going to have a bigger breakout, which it continued to climb. And I'm like, wow, there's some good stuff to this. If you narrow it down to just a few simple things to look for on the chart with the candle movement and the structure, and watch where they're falling with your lines, dude, it doesn't have to be rocket science. It really doesn't, you know.
Yeah.
But have you guys
And
been using the structure?
well, and hope it, but we do need our 921 200 in VWAP.
Yep.
And like F2 said, he uses them. I
Yep.
use them. Don't. I mean, but the more I think about it, it's kind of like training wheels.
It is.
So, and when you get at the very beginning, you may have one or two more indicators, but then when you start to understand them and trust them, then you minimize that and you trust them more and trust in yourself, and then you get better. And then you get to the point where you're at, coach's level, where you're just using VWAP and that's it.
Yeah.
You don't need all the other assistance anymore.
You know what it's like? It's like a coloring book where you're outlining it and coloring inside the lines. Eventually, those lines will come off. Like, you can see the chart and see the structure and see what's happening without the lines will be in here. And you won't actually need them on your chart. They're cool, but you won't actually need them on your chart because you'll be so used to seeing what stocks do and how they behave that you won't even need the lines, right?
Right.
So,
but starting out, a beginning trader,
necessary,
moderate trader, yeah. I mean, every tool that you can get, use them.
I have a question.
What's up?
Or something. Well, I play the EWO, and sometimes the 9 and the 21 are lined up just right, but they're below VWAP. And, I'm tempted to trade in there, but then I guess I would be scalping in there. And of course, I haven't really learned how to scalp, but I noticed a lot of times that the 9 will cross over the 21 and, you'll get an up arrow, and, but the VWAP is still above. And so I don't get in.
That's not a bad idea.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The biggest thing is waiting. You got to learn how to wait for everything to line up.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, and now the key in that too is you said EWO.
Yeah.
Right. So you're looking at what is the distance between the 9 cross the 21, and how much distance do you have to VWAP? Are there any other levels there, like pre-market high or previous day high? Is the juice worth the squeeze to go ahead and enter that EWO?
Oh.
So, if you're pennies apart, no, you wait.
Mm-hmm.
If VWAP is a couple of dollars above you, it's still riskier because you're below VWAP, but it's not necessarily a don't enter. It's just risk management.
Okay.
Now, on the other hand, for a scalper, if there's 6 cents from the 21 to VWAP, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So,
right.
It all depends on the strategy that you choose to employ,
Right.
But, and I've heard David say that he's taught his daughters if you're getting into it to the upside, you need to wait for a break and hold a VWAP to the upside.
Yep.
Just keep it simple. That's what tonight is all about. Instead of do this, maybe do that. Maybe, if you're going to the upside, if it's below VWAP, don't get in it. Period.
But again, that's that beginner. That's those training wheels, those hard set rules.
That's it. Because you will find that you can vary that down the line. But when you're trying to master it, wait for it to break and hold above VWAP. If you're to the downside, opposite. Wait for it to break and hold below VWAP. Above VWAP if you're going up, below VWAP if you're going down. And don't take any trade outside of that until you get better.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Then you'll learn how to play with it.
Yeah, and the rules, they're when you're starting out, it's you find problems when you're not following the rules or trying to change the rules when you haven't even found consistency in just following the rules.
In the basics.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't entered, but I've thought about it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. But I'm not. I'm playing the EWO and not the other stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no sin against thinking about it.
Yeah.
But it goes back to something that I've said before. Said the other day, my father-in-law before he passed used to say all the time when we were in a billiards league, and it'd come up to my turn to take my shot, and I'd walk around the table and look, and I'd walk around the table and I'd look, and he'd just kick me and say, "Hey, think long, think wrong."
Mm-hmm.
And he was way better at pool than I was, but you'd never see him. He already knew where he was going and how he was gonna shoot before he even got up to the table.
A lot of pool players line up shots.
Yeah, but the good ones, you'll never see them sit there and think about it and think about it and think about it and think about it. That they've already got it lined out before they get up there. They know, okay, when the other person's shooting, if the ball stops here, this is what I'm going to do. They've already got their plan ahead of time and no hesitation.
And they leave the ball where they have their next shot lined up, if you know what you're doing.
Right.
Leave that ball right where you can get that next shot that's closest to it. And hopefully you can leave it there where you can get that and run the table on your ass. But anyway, not that I've done that before. Not that I've done that.
But I think that it was even topic of some of the discussion today. And if you've got to think about it too much, then it's probably not a good idea.
Yep, big time.
So simple equals easy. Simple means clear. It doesn't mean easy. You still need discipline.
I think that's a really, really pretty straightforward statement right there. You can just keep it moving if you keep it simple. Let's see. The daily routine. Same pre-market prep. Do the same thing every day. Same training rules. Same risk management strategy. Simple, consistent, profitable. We talked about that before. We had a whole aftermarket on having a routine and having your checklist. Just go off your checklist. Make sure everything is everything. And, keep it moving. It doesn't have to be, once again, it doesn't have to be rocket science. Make sure you have your entries set up. What is 3%, 1 to 3%? If I happen to lose, set up your stop loss for that. For each trade, determine how many trades you're going to do. I'm not going to do any more than 3 trades a day. Keep yourself from over trading, right? Set a limit of how many trades you're going to do and stick to it, right? Same thing with set it for 1 to 3%, stick to it. How much am I going to use of my buying power today? Stick to it. Keep it simple.
What winners do, they find what works, they simplify it, they repeat it forever.
Sounds like what you're doing. Awkward silence.
Yeah, you find something that works. There's nothing wrong with doing it over and over and over again.
Hmm.
I still have red trades, but for the most part, I haven't had a red day in months. So
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great.
That is awesome. uh, what did I do here? There we go. Livermore's quote: "It never was my thinking that made the money for me. It was always my sitting." He was a huge proponent of waiting, 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 waiting. Do more waiting than you do trading. And you save your capital. Cash is a position. Now I'm saying it, right? So sit on your hands.
The lesson: simple strategy, patient, patient execution, consistent results.
That's it. You all right there, Pebbles? You need some water? Your turn. What's your simple system? Can you explain it in one sentence? Try it.
buy low, sell high.
Get in, get green, get out.
That's it.
This weekend's challenge: simplify your approach. Remove one thing that's not essential and trade cleaner on Monday.
That's a good challenge for us, right? Find one thing that you may or may not need that you're using, or find a way to simplify your process, and come in Monday with a clear head. And I'm gonna just clue you guys in that breakout video that I watched. I think trading breakouts is gonna be Mondays, so that's gonna be a real good one. Remember this: complexity is the enemy of execution. Keep it simple, keep it consistent, keep it winning, keep winning. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. I was got to put a thank you for being here on there. All right, so that concludes the slides for tonight. What?
Bayside Jim.
What did he say? What are you saying down there, Bayside Jim?
Somebody made a little bit of a comment that could be distorted. Bayside Jim says, "That's what I'm trying to tell my girlfriend." And then later on, he apologized.
Are you down there being bad, Bayside Jim? Shout out to Hope. Hey, Hope. Christina.
Yeah, Hope. All the videos, all the aftermarkets, everything's all on YouTube. Stays there.
Yep, and if you want to jump to the Aftermarket show specifically, there's a Discord channel that says Aftermarket show in the Beyond the Chart section, and I've been putting them on there for weeks, for months. So you can go back at the one where F2 was on there, the one with I think
Chad.
Mark Chad's on there. I don't know if the one with Mark is on there, but there's a ton of them. And you can just flick back through them and see which ones you want to look at. And then again, all of them are here on YouTube, so you can always go back. There's one with Eric Smoto on here from back in the day. That is huge. I may find those and post them in there. I think I'll go find the one with Eric and the one with Mark and Ange and post them in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be good for them to look at. All right, you guys got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, actually, speaking of the YouTubes and going and watching the YouTube videos afterwards, y'all drop a comment Is there something else you'd like to see? A topic on? You can do it in Discord. You can do it on YouTube after give it a few minutes after the show ends, and you can go back in. You'll see the tag will be there. Just go in and drop a comment. Thank you. F you. F2. I don't care.
And thank you, James, for always going in the Traders Lounge and putting a comment on there. I look forward to those every night, and I always respond to that. I try to anyway. Because if you put the comments here on YouTube, that moves the algorithm, that causes other people to be able to see the show, right? It moves the channel as a whole up in the algorithm. And then if you put it over in the Traders Lounge, people can see what we talked about, and they can, oh, well, I want to get my learn on too. They talked about simplicity, and okay, I would have liked to have been there. If they don't know, so go throw something over there as well, But that was a good point, James.
Yes, ma'am.
F Pebbles, you got anything you want to add before we get out of here? Get our
No,
weekend started?
Just keep it simple and quit worrying about swinging for the fences and take one step at a time, and you'll eventually make the right moves and stick with it.
yeah,
Good advice.
that's what I'm doing. Just one step at a time.
All right, gang. Well, thank you guys for being on here and helping me to read the slides and just being a huge part of the show and helping everybody. James, you responding to everybody down in the chat. Thank you for that. So that we can all feel one part of this show. And yeah, Dawn at AmericanDreamTrading.com is my email if you have any suggestions. And I think we're going to have a guest speaker on here next week. Max, I talked to Max on email, so I told him to put together maybe, a slideshow or something if he wants to do it, or just talk about what he's doing. He doesn't even have to do that. So he's going to let me know when he can come on here and talk to us. So hopefully we can do that next week. So that's what's coming down the pike, gang. So everybody have a fantastic weekend. You guys got any plans this weekend?
Breaking.
My wife hasn't advised me yet.
Nice. Well, probably a honey-do list, right?
Oh, there's always that. But
Oh,
I've gotten I've gotten pretty efficient at she squirrels easier than you do.
I don't squirrel. I don't squirrel. You got me confused, man. Squirrel is down there in the chat.
Yeah, no, that's a pair of squirrels.
Oh, don't take that from him.
Love you, Christina.
All right, y'all. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. I'm gonna go get some rest. I'm gonna dip my toe back into the video editing arena. I'm gonna go ahead and help Coach out. Not that I'm leaving the Zoom or anything, but James, I really appreciate you stepping in there, because I'm gonna have to kind of step back a little bit and try to do some editing, because we really need it. We don't have a full-time editor anymore, so I'm gonna help the girls out with that, because Arlo and Miranda don't edit. They do, but that's not their thing. And Coach, in so many words, said, hey, you got a talent there. We need you to use it. So he sent a message to me in the media team. So I'm going to go ahead and dip my toe back in. Not that I'm doing it full time, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and scrub some of his stuff this week, try to find some motivational stuff for us. I'm not really worried so much about the instructional stuff. He's got a lot. Remember the Grateful video, right?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of good content this past couple of weeks, where he has really had some good conversations with us. So I'm going to go ahead and try to dig those out and find them and do them justice. So that's what I'll be doing.
Fun?
Yep. Sounds like a plan, right? So everybody have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to end with Coach's rules, as I normally do. F, you got any plans for the weekend, or you just going to chill?
I am going to work a little bit at the 9 to 5.
Okay.
And then
go ahead and get some time in.
Get some more time in, make somebody some money and have a good weekend and stuff. So.
All right, man. Everybody have a good weekend, huh?
I may not go into full time, but I'll I'll walk in and make my presence known for a little while. So
Oh man, I was just thinking, what if
He
one
said,
day you bought that location?
I need to be a lot more successful with my trading for that.
I said one day, you never know, it can happen.
I don't know if I would want it though. You know what I mean? I'd have to work twice as hard to make sure it worked.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. Oh, never mind. I didn't even put that together. Yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to get to F2's success.
He's gonna jump from the fire pan into the fire. We trying to get him to retire, right? He jumping into the fire with that one. I know, right? We all want that, but we will have it. All we got to do is keep it simple and
no, Pebbles. you
keep it consistent.
you need to find consistency and get Pebbles success.
Yeah.
Do it the way Pebbles does it.
I can't do it the way anybody else does it, so I have to do it.
That's right. That's right.
Oh.
That's okay. One day we'll be saying, look, I want to be like Pebbles.
Yeah. Well, at any rate, you all have a good weekend.
You too, sweetheart. Night, everybody. Everybody down in the chat, I love your faces. Have a good one. If you guys want to throw something in the tip jar, it is there. It's much appreciated. And yeah, don't work too hard. Don't forget David's weekend class tomorrow, 11 a.m. Weekend goal training.
That's right. That's good.
Yep.
I'll be there.
All right, darling. See y'all next week. Have a good weekend.
You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them. Not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.
I was stuck in the cycle, just spinning my wheels, chasing time, losing sleep, forgetting how to feel. Dreams collecting dust on a shelf in my mind, till I found a spark, a way to realign. Not just numbers, charts, or lines on a screen. It was a mirror that showed who I could be. American dream train, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I can rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. Used to think I missed my chance, too late to change, but you showed me growth lies outside the cage. Now I'm building something real, not just getting by. Flipping setbacks into fuel, reaching for the sky. You said mindset first, and now I see. Success starts with who you believe you can be. into a seed. Now I grow with every rise and fall, standing tall, no dreams too small. American dream being traded, you show me the way, turn my dark into light, my night into day. Now I'm writing my future in my own hand, with purpose, with power, with a brand new plan. From stuck to soaring, from fear to flight, you help me rewrite my life. Yeah, I'm trading more than stocks, I'm trading pain for pride. Thanks to the dream